Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the SOULKATION podcast. I am your host, Logan Renee. So I hope you all have enjoyed all three parts of this series because it's been turned. Part one, I talked about the curse of being a side chick. And part two, I talked about how to avoid getting trapped in one without even realize you're about to be side chick. So definitely make sure you go back and listen to both of those, and definitely send those to a friend. So this last part is part two of a cure, from being a side chick. Remember these 6 things. It's really worth you playing these 6 things back over and over and over and over in your mind. Number 1, remember that you're better than being a secret. You are better than being a secret. I saw a post on Instagram that said you can't heal from what you hide. If you are being hidden, there's no healing wrapped in that. There's no protection wrapped up in that. That's somebody not having your back. You know what I'm saying? You want people in your life that has your back, that are willing to, fight for you, are willing to invite you to their birthday party, are willing to, introduce you to their family. Like when you're a secret, none of those things can happen, and you're worth more than that. Remember that you are worth more than being a secret. That's number 1. Number 2 is remember when you settle, you are trading the love that you really want for a fraudulent love that's available. When you settle, you are trading the love that you really want for a fraudulent love that's available. Something that is not real for something that you really want. When you settle, you can't call when you want to. You got them 30 minutes or them 40 minutes on his drive home, when his kid is sleeping, or, you don't get that time that you really want. I gotta sneak you in or creep you in when I can. You're trading being able to bring somebody home to meet your family, somebody that you really genuinely care about. You're trading all those things for hiding in hotels and going on trips, in secret cities because neither one of y'all families or friends live in that area. So you're trading what you really want for something that is not real, and something that, even if it sustains, is still a lie. Is still rooted in deception. The foundation of the relationship is deception. Number 3, remember, don't be sucked in by a piece of the story. Don't be sucked in by a piece of the story. The truth is, you will only know what he tells you. Okay? You will only know what this young man, okay, or young woman, for the men who are listening, you will only know what he tells you. Okay. Of course, in every story, there's always a hero and there is always a villain. There's always a hero and there's always a villain. So of course, he's not going to tell you that she at the house baking brownies and goods and packing up lunches and talking to his mama about the same movie 14 times. He's not going to tell you all that. You know what I'm saying? He's going to tell you enough to keep you in his story. You know what I'm saying? And what he doesn't tell you, you have to make up in your mind. Or when people ask you questions, you got to fill in the gaps, because the truth is you really don't know the whole story. So not only do you have to wrestle with the story that he told you, you got to play Blue's Clues to figure out the pieces that he's leaving out. Who want to play Blue's Clues? You know what I'm saying? So what's happening is you're having a consistent battle in your mind and a consistent pull or tug on your heart. You're having a consistent battle in your mind and you're having a tug on your heart. Because you got to play Blue's Clues to figure out the pieces that he's leaving out. And really the back and forth question of, so why did he choose me? So why do we have all these questions? And it's nothing but wrestle within your soul and your spirit. Number 4, remind yourself of this truth. It does not matter that he says that he loves you. All that matters is that he did not choose you. It doesn't matter that he says he loves you. The truth is he did not choose you. He didn't. If he says it was supposed to be you, the truth is, but you chose somebody else. The truth is, when he says, I'm not happy, the truth is, well, I'm definitely not the solution. He might say, I'm with you. I'm myself with you. comma. Well, the truth is you need to go find yourself outside of people, because him running to her or him running to you, there's still no safety in thinking that people are our covering or people are the ones that are going to make us happy. You know, if you're not happy, or if you're not happy in singleness, and that's not even meaning you're not in a relationship, if you're not happy with yourself, then no way anybody else is going to make you happy. You know, he might say, I just wish I could show you off to the world. That's manipulation. Because if he really wanted to show you off to the world, he would. You know what I'm saying? He's doing it now with his family with the Christmas photos. You know what I'm saying? So don't get sold into the dream of what he's saying. You got to remind yourself of the truth over and over and over. Listen past his words and remind yourself of the truth. I am yearning for a liar. I want to keep talking to a deceiver. And because I want this thing from this person, what I'm doing is causing harm to my soul. Forget him. It's really about you. You're causing harm to your soul, to your future. You're scratching out the things that you really want just to trade in attention, just to trade in for a phone call, to trade in for a Gucci or a Louis. You're trading pieces of yourself that you're responsible for getting back. Number 5, remember, closure is a myth and a deception. Child, this closure stuff is a lie, and it's from the pit of the pits. Okay. Oh, I just need one more call. I just need one more text. I just need one more meetup. I need one more touch. You know, one more kiss. It's a lie, because at this point in your life, you should know that we're not satisfied with nothing. Child, okay. We was like, when I get the degree, I'm gonna do this. When I get the job, I'm gonna do this. When I get the car, I'm gonna do this. Child. We still never satisfied. So you go from it being just one more time to 12 more times, or 6 more months of carrying on this situationship or relationship with somebody. Another deception or another deceptive thought is he's the only one that can make me feel this way. That's the biggest lie that we tell ourselves. I'm not going to find anybody else like this. He's the person that I pictured to be my husband. When I think about, you know, how I want my life to look, he was always in the picture. That's a very, very deceptive thought. And that's putting a cap on God. That's putting a ceiling on who God has created. You know, my sister says it all the time. There are billions and billions of people on this earth. You only need one. And why should you have to share them? You deserve more than having to share somebody. Child, that is for the birds. Child, Here's the truth. If we go searching for closure from someone else, all we end up doing is gambling with our peace of mind. Because what it does is it says, I can't go to sleep. I can't truly be happy. I can't move on. Sincerely, I can't block you. I can't, move out the house. I can't do that, because the power rests in you telling me why. That's a lot of power to give somebody. I can't move on until I hear the full explanation of why. Child, closure 9 times out of 9 has to be given by the truth that you tell yourself. My earring about to fall out for the 12th time, Lord. You got to give yourself closure, because waiting on somebody else to give it to you, you'll be waiting around for a long time. And this is what I've learned about closure, child. When they come tell you the reason why, it be so whack and stupid. You be like, that's what I wait for? Child, I could have been asleep, because it's dumb. And when you're dealing with a deceptive person or somebody who lied to somebody else, what do you expect? I had to ask myself, what are you really expecting? Like a symphony? Like, that man ain't finna tell you everything. Like, that's the biggest deceiver. And no one is worth you gambling your peace. You know, when you go asking them, why did you choose to talk to me? Why did you lie to me? Why did you use me? We're saying to ourselves, I can't be happy until I have the answer. And that's not the truth. That is not the truth. Number 6, remember to forgive yourself fully. Remember to forgive yourself fully. That means forgiving the replay of the guilt, the meetups, the phone conversations, how long, why, when, where, who, what. Forgive yourself fully for the whole picture, for everything. Because I promise you, after you've asked God, He's done. He's good. He moves on. He got so much stuff for you to do. What you did 4 years ago, he's truly not worried about. That's why that man went to that cross. He good. Like, this man taking a nap. He chilling. Okay? That means forgiving yourself for how you talk about yourself. You know, the things that you say. Literally remind yourself over and over when the guilt pops up. It's not who I am. It's something that I did. It's not who I am. It's something that I did. It's not who I am. It's something that I did. And here's what forgiveness looks like. It's making just one, I ain't say 12, one small decision every day that's going to bless your future. That's going to bless what you desire. Going to bless who you really are. It's one small decision. That could be not responding. That could be not going to the person's job or going to an event that you know that person's at. You really, really don't want to be there no way, but you put on the fitted dress. You got the hair flipped out. Literally, I had to not go to the event maybe, I'll say about a year ago, because one, I knew that person was going to be there. Two, I knew my only intent of going was to, let them see the glow up. And I was like, for what? You got other stuff that you could be doing. When you get to the point where respecting yourself means more than showing off to somebody, that's when you know you're walking into wholeness. That's when you know, like, I truly care about what I think about me. Not what this other person thinks about me, what I think about me. That's when you know you're walking into true wholeness. Anyway, I'll end this episode with this truth right here. You are not rejected. The same person that created you chose you. I know one of the things that women love is to be chosen, to be seen, to be acknowledged, to get attention, to be told like we're cute, we're beautiful, we're smart. We love it. We love it. Guys, we're like, he chose me. Oh, I'm his girlfriend. Oh, I'm his fiance. It's cute. Like, we like it. It's nothing wrong with that. But you were already chosen by somebody who has never disrespected you, lied to you, deceived you, manipulated you, used you. He's never done any of those things. God has already chosen you. So you don't have to negotiate your standards. And having the standard, I'm not going to date a married man, that's a great standard. Of course, you just too picky. No, that man taken. What is you talking about? People are crazy. You know, you don't have to trade in your brilliance. You don't have to trade in your self-esteem just to get somebody to call you. You don't have to trade in who you really are just to get attention. You know, you aren't sloppy seconds. You are God's best idea. You are the #1 draft pick. You know what I'm saying? You're not the sixth man. You're numero uno. You are #1. Look at yourself as like golden. Look at yourself as a masterpiece, and not a woman that's going to sell herself short for a text message, for a phone call, and for a steak dinner. Okay? You are more worthy than you think that you are. And I just really hope anybody listening to this or sees this video receives that you are more worthy than you think that you are. You're a creator. And it sounds like cliche-ish or like I'm trying to make it sound cute. This is the whole truth. This man only thinks the best things about you. He doesn't look at you as a person with a big booty or a degree or stuff that you do. He loves you for who you are, you know? So don't sell yourself short. Don't trade in your brilliance. Don't negotiate your standards ever just for attention or just for a man. Anyway, I ain't got nothing else to say, child. A resource that's, y'all, when I say I cried in this book, this was like my book when I was on my, the start of my self-love journey. The name of the book is Pink Lips and Empty Hearts. Pink Lips and Empty Hearts. And it's by Heather Lindsay. Love Heather. This book is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Definitely add it to your Amazon cart now. Pink Lips, Empty Hearts. And a lot of these videos that I'm doing, I'm going to put these links in the show notes. So you can just click on the link, honey. But that's all I have for you all today. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Make sure you leave a review. Give this show 5 stars. If you're watching it on YouTube, make sure you share this and like the video and subscribe to SOULKATION TV. And I will catch you all on the next episode of the SOULKATION podcast. Have a good one.